Hello. Uh, Good morning, Akshita. In today's class, let's complete this 410 exercise problems involving bearings. Once this exercise is over, whole trigonometry will get over, right? So let's complete that exercise. I will teach the sum slowly so that you can understand it. Okay, let me copy the question from here. See, this is exercise 410. Exercise 410. The first question. What is the question? A atchet leaves Sydney and sails 120 kilometers on a bearing of 80 degrees. Okay, fine. He has shown that in the diagram, a bearing of 80 degrees. How far north of the Sydney is Yatchet? Okay, I think some place in Australia. How far north of the Sydney? Answer to the nearest kilometer. So Akshita, when we are doing answers here, when we get the answer, please compare it with your textbook answer. Sometimes it might go wrong. So first of all, is asking how far north. That means they are asking exactly this value. This is what they are asking for. Okay, let's do the question. Let's name it. Means the required answer is xy length. He is asking how far north only he is asking, right? So now, if this angle is 80 degrees, surely we can say that this angle is 10 degrees because total has to be 90 degrees. Now we can apply trigonometry. We need opposite side. For 10 degrees angle, we need this opposite side. And now we have the hypotenuse. So which trigonometric ratio can we go? Sine theta. Sine theta is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. Therefore, sine 10 degrees is equal to opposite side, that is xy length by hypotenuse 120 kilometers. Implies xy is equal to 120 into sine 10. Let me bring my calculator. So now we can calculate this in the calculator. 120 into sine 10. I am getting the answer as 20.837 kilometers, but they asked the answer in the nearest kilometer, so we can write this as 21 kilometer. This is the answer for A bit. Please note down. Now in the B bit, what they are asking is what is the bearing of Sydney from the Yatchet? Very simple. What is the bearing of Sydney from the Yatchet? Na? So that is this angle, Akshita. So you should take the Yatchet as the center. From there they are asking the Sydney. Therefore it starts here and ends here. This red color angle what I have shown, that is nothing but the bearing of Sydney from the Yatchet. So Akshita, if you see this, I'll just make a line here, this continuation. If this angle is 10, Akshita, this is also 10. Alternate angles, right? Now we only need angle till here. This is what angle we want, right? That is nothing but 270 minus 10, 260 degrees. Therefore the bearing of Sydney from the Yatchet is 260 degrees. After completion of this exercise, you can check the answers. If at all anything wrong, I might go somewhere wrong. If something wrong, you can correct it yourself. If still you are unable to correct it, please mark it as a doubt. Just a small call. Hello. చెప్పండి మేడం. ఓకే, నేను ఒక్కసారి క్లాస్లో ఉన్నాను. ఆ సార్ కదా, సార్ వాళ్ళ తమ్ముడికి కదా అకౌంట్ అది. అదే ఒకసారి నేను డాక్యుమెంట్స్ ప్రింట్ 9 వరకు క్లాస్ ఉంది మేడం, దాని తర్వాత ప్రింట్అవుట్ బ్యాంక్లో తీసుకురావాలి. వద్దు, నేను వస్తాను. యాక్చువల్ బ్యాంక్లో ప్రింట్ తీసుకొని నేను వస్తాను. Okay, I think answer to the first question is clear, right? Actually, I'm going to the second one. Second one is Colin leaves Ningan. Okay, I think these are the city names in Australia, I think so. Colin leaves Ningan and drives 204 kilometers to Bork. Okay, he started here and ending up his journey at Bork. The bearing of Bork from Ningan is 323. The bearing of Bork from Ningan, so Ningan is the center, therefore this angle whatever he is showing here, this is 323 degrees, right? Find the value of theta. Very simple. The first one answer we can easily say theta is nothing but 360 minus 323, which is going to be 37 degrees. Next, B part. How far north of Ningan is Bork? How far north of Ningan? Okay, how far north of Ningan is Bork? Sir, here we will make a small construction. So let's name this point as some. Let's name this point as some O, and let's call this as B, and let's call this as N. How far north of Ningan is Bork? So they are exactly asking, our requirement is OB. OB is the requirement because north distance only he is asking. Now Akshita, one simple thing. This theta value, I think we got it. How much is the theta value? We got 37 degrees. So now this small angle will become 90 minus 37, which is going to be 53 degrees, right? So now we need OB and we know the hypotenuse. So which trigonometric ratio we can use? Sin 53 can be used easily. Sin 53 degrees is equal to opposite side OB by hypotenuse 204, which implies OB is equal to 204 sin 53. So what will be the 204 sin 53 value? 204 into sin 53. He is asking to the nearest kilometer, na? So 204 into sin 53 is going to become nearly 163 kilometers. It's going to be 163 kilometers. Okay, I think till here it's very clear for you, right? Now I'm going to the pink color ink, the third question. What is the bearing of Ningan from Bork? So Bork is the center here. Now they want the bearing of Ningan. That's nothing but this angle. Very simple, right? So that angle is nothing but 90 degrees plus, see, if this is 53 degrees, this is also going to be 53 degrees. They are called internal alternate angles of parallel lines. Therefore, this total angle is going to be 90 plus 53. Answer is going to be 143 degrees. That is the bearing of Ningen from Burg. So we have done the first one, second question, and third one. Bearing of Ningen from Burg. Yeah, I think all the parts of these questions are very clear. Please note down. I'll be giving you some 2 minutes time to note it down. Might be 1 minute will be sufficient, Akshita. Remaining 1 minute, you can pause the video and you can note it down. I'm going, if at all I'm going fast, please use this facility of pausing the video. Okay, I'm going ahead, Akshita. Now, third question. All the answers, please check with the backside key whether are we going right or not. Please check it once. Now, here, see this third question. What they're saying, the distance as the crow flies from Sydney to Wollongong is 69 kilometers. If the bearing of Wollongong from the Sydney is 205. Okay, first of all, since he is saying it from Sydney, you should take this axis. Diagram is not given for us, we should draw the diagram. Let's call this as, I'm calling S matlab Sydney. I'll write it here. S matlab Sydney. From Sydney, 205 degree. 205 matlab how it will be there? Somewhere here. So this is, I'm calling it as Wollongong. This whole angle, whatever is there na, this angle is 205 degree. So this length they have given as 69 kilometers. Now Akshita, if you see carefully, this angle is 180 degrees, we know it, and to make 205, this should be how much? 25 degrees, am I right? 180 plus 25 is going to be 205 degrees. What is the first question he is asking? How far south Wollongong is from Sydney? So now here you should construct a triangle, simple triangle. Right, always right angle triangle will help us. The trigonometry is there. So now in this right angle triangle, if you apply sine 25 degrees, you will be getting, no, we don't want sine at all. We want cos, because sir, let's name this point as W, let's call it as some O. Okay, we want OS, because he is asking how far south. So OS gives you that south distance. Okay, So we need to apply cos. For 25 degrees OS will become adjacent side. Therefore cos 25 degrees is equal to OS divided by hypotenuse 69 kilometers. Therefore OS is equal to 69 into cos 25. 69 into cos 25 na? We are getting the answer as, so correct to the nearest kilometer, I'm just getting in the calculator 535. I think so the correction, the nearest kilometer approximation will be 63 kilometers. Am I right? Okay, I'm little confused in this. If at all it is 0.535, I should write it 63 only, na? Yeah, I think it is 63 kilometers. Okay. This is about the first bit. If you write down this, I will erase this first bit. I'll give you 1 minute to note down. Then I will go to the second bit, which is very important. He's asking from the Wollongong. Okay, Arshita, I'm going ahead. I will take this diagram and then I'll go to the other page. That is best. Okay, Control C, Control V. Now, what is the second question they're asking? How far east Sydney is from Wollongong? So question is, how far east Sydney is from Wollongong? So from Wollongong, how far east is Sydney? Very simple. That is nothing but this distance. If you stand at Wollongong, what is your east direction? Towards your right hand side. So we need OW distance, right? So if at all we need OW distance, we can use sine ratio. Sine 25 is equal to OW opposite side by SW hypotenuse 69 kilometers. Therefore OW will become 69 into sine 25. How much it is going to be? 69 into sine 25. It is going to be 29.160 kilometers. Did he ask? Is he asking about correcting to nearest kilometer? He is not asking about correcting to nearest kilometers. Just give it in the 3 decimals. 29.160, or if at all you want to correct it, it will become 29.161 kilometers. Or if you want to correct to nearest kilometers, it is going to be 29, but he is not asking that in the question, right? So please note down, Akshita. Every question is important. Okay, Akshita, I am going to the third bit by copying this diagram. Now, the third bit he is asking about bearing of Sydney from Wollongong. So, bearing of Sydney from Wollongong. So, you should take Sydney as the no, you should take Wollongong as the center, right? So now you need the bearing of Sydney. So this is the north direction for Wollongong. So now if at all you need the bearing of Sydney, that is nothing but this angle, correct na? So one thing here, Akshita, we got that this is 25, right? Therefore, can you say me what is this angle? It is going to be 65 degrees. Therefore, the top angle will become again 90 minus 65, 25 degrees. Therefore, bearing of Sydney from Wollongong. Bearing of Sydney from Wollongong is equal to 25 degrees. Okay. This is the C bit, Akshita. All the three parts of this third question is successfully over. I'm going to the fourth question. Yeah, fourth question has the diagram. We'll complete that. So if you see here, Jana cycles 10 kilometers due south and then 7 kilometers due west. Okay, I showed the arrow mark wrong. I think we should show it like this. How far is Jana from her starting point? Okay, this is the starting point and this is the stop point. How far? So let's put the names A, B, C. So for the A bit, let's talk about the A bit. How far is Jana from her starting point? That means he is literally asking what is AC distance, right? So for that we can use Pythagoras theorem. Correct na? That length they have given as a d. So using Pythagoras theorem, what it is going to become? Simple. D square is equal to 7 square plus 10 square. That's going to be 149. Therefore, D is equal to root 149 kilometers. So whatever, I think root 149, let me also calculate that. It is going to be, did he ask to the correct to one decimal place? So it is going to become 12.2 kilometers. Is that clear? Check the answers with the backside key. You'll get the idea. Just a minute. Yeah, now B bit. Okay, I think to draw the diagram, it will take time for you. I'll just wait 2 minutes. Please complete it. Okay, Akshita, since we are completing this trigonometry, You can suggest me what topic should I go after this, or otherwise there will be one more recorded class tomorrow. After hearing that, on Saturday Sunday we are going to meet live. We are going to meet live. Then during that live meeting of classes, we can discuss what topic to be discussed next. Okay. Okay, I'm going ahead, Akshita. Now, what is her bearing from starting point correct to the nearest degree? So when finally that Jenna came here, what is her bearing from the starting? Na? So starting point is our reference. So from here, what is her bearing? This is her bearing, right? So how to calculate that? First of all, what do we do is we'll calculate the small angle theta. Then how do we find theta? I'm using tan theta. Tan theta is nothing but opposite side 7 by adjacent side 10. Tan theta is 7 by 10. So how do we calculate theta? In calculator you will have inverse function tan inverse 7 by 10. Calculate tan inverse 7 by 10. I'm getting the answer as 34.999. If I correct it to nearest degree, I'll get 35 degrees. 35 degrees is what? It is only theta value, not the bearing. So now if you want bearing, what should we do is we should add 180 because this angle is 180 na? Should add 180 to 35. So 180 plus 35 is going to be 215 degrees. Therefore, the answer for the B bit is 215 degrees. After noting this, please check the key whether our answers are correct or wrong. Okay. So fine, Akshita. Thank you. We will stop the class over here. 4 questions are over and the remaining questions we'll be doing in the next class.